I'm Cate Boldrick.
Chuck Waddington.
Madi, Parrish.
All right, Coach. Man, very offensive, efficient game for you guys today. Is this what you expected when you come in? Just some of your thoughts on the game.
No, I did not expect that at all. I thought, we talked about the match being a serve pass battle. But we served the lights out tonight, and they have some really nice servers on their team, and we handled that service pressure from them as good as we could, and it kept us on balance, and it kept them off balance. They have such an unbelievable offense when they're in system, so we knew we had to cause problems. We had to create opportunities for us to be able to transition, and I thought we did a really good job of that tonight.
You really got the pins going early, Hopkins going early, and of course Parrish got into it as well. It opened things up for Cate. It just seemed like, where do you go? And I don't know if they had an answer for that tonight.
Yeah, it was pretty balanced, and I gotta give Cate a shout out here. Cate she does the dirty work, man. Like she doesn't get set nearly enough, and she'll say that too. But she creates opportunities for her teammates. It's so selfless, and we know. We know she can score too, and I love the fact that she's willing to do the dirty work in a huge match like this and help us win. It was awesome.
Talk about Madi's performance. I know last night not as efficient as she wanted to be, but it seemed like she was a little bit more on it today. What did you see from her?
I thought she took some great swings. We missed a couple down the line trying to hit a hand, but I can't complain about that. She's doing the right things with the ball. Number one, I just saw the look in her eye, before the match, and I asked her, I'm like, you ready? She said yes. Maybe in a different way, but she was ready to compete, and our whole team was ready to go. We had a real nice serve and pass. We did some fun things. We did some things we needed to do, and came here really just ready to compete. I was really proud of that.
Yeah, talk about the serve a little bit more, elaborate, especially with Gabby, what she was able to do today. I think it was 9 service aces as a team. They were off balance. She picked up a kill. I think a couple kills for Gabby here today, but the service, I thought, just played such a huge part.
Well, it sets the tone. It really does set the tone for the match. If we're back there and we're confident, it creates opportunities, and it gives us good looks on offense. If a team is off balance and not getting good looks, that gives us an advantage, and that's the way the game is played, But Gabby started the match off with a run, and then everybody kind of took their turns, and we were relatively low error from the service line, and second set we missed a few in a row, 3, I think, and it caused a little panic, and I'm like, hey, listen, we're in control. When we control our side, we do really good things, and so we got back on track and just stayed calm and weathered the storm, because they're a good team. They pushed back. They have some really nice offensive players, and but we just stayed the course, trying to do what we do. And I thought it definitely started from the service line for sure.
Captain Clutch Carter, once again, she had the big ones in that second set. It just seems like she lives for this moment.
Well, it's hard because she missed 2/3 of the season, literally 2/3 of the season. And, you have to play in 2/3 of the season to be eligible to be an All-American or an All-Region or any of that stuff. And she missed out on that. And I think she's here to prove something, that she belongs. And she's one of those type of kids, and she was super efficient, swinging high, getting in front of the hitters, played some good off-blocker defense too, So, I just think she's super motivated and, wants to win for us, and I love that about her.
Cate, just talk about what you said. Your season continues. You get to go to the championship game. How's that feel?
Honestly, it feels awesome. I think yesterday was a little bit more nerve-wracking, especially playing someone that's our rival. They're only 2 hours away from us. That was our 3rd time playing them in the last month. And so I think getting over that hump, we were kind of like, okay, we got through that first round, let's keep going and stuff. And even though we've never played this team before, we really listened to what Coach had been telling us in practice, and something we've really been working on is really having our right side blockers almost dive in. And I think they did a really amazing job this game and the last game. And also just trusting each other when times get tough. I think something we've really learned later in the season is we play our best when we're calm. And so just coming back into a circle when that person just kind of went on a run and being like, okay, we're fine. They're going to get their runs. It's the second round of the regional tournament. We trust each other to do what we know how to do. And I think that really showcased itself within this game.
You're seeing your pins just lighting it up. And then you had a lot of 1v1 opportunities today. How much do you thrive when it's just you and one other person on the other side of that net?
Honestly, it's awesome, and I think I love to just be able to take big rips. But another thing with there being such kind of like a good defensive team was it was really important to be smart. And so I think Hannah and I did a good job of kind of like throwing in tips and making sure they were off balance. Because I think the biggest thing about being a middle is, yes, we love to get those big swings, but it's really important not to be one-dimensional, especially this far into the NCAA tournament. So just kind of mixing in those shots is really important.
That's a good answer.
I was going to say, that's a very coach answer, right? Someone's got a future. What is this, 13 wins in a row for you guys?
No clue.
Yeah, I think so.
But how confident is this team playing right now? As a senior, you've seen it. You've been in some big games and big runs. You have a good say in what it looks like.
Yeah, I think so. We had a match about a month and a half ago, and it was a DBU match, and we had lost to Texas Women's the night before, and it was really on us, and we really looked at ourselves, and our coach looked at us and was like, okay, this is a make it or break it, and we fought tooth and nail, ended up winning that game in 5 sets, and I think from then on, we kind of were like, okay, he believes in us, we believe in us, we just need to keep going and capitalizing what we know we're good at, and if there's something we aren't good at, focus on it on practice or just kind of work on it, get those extra reps in the gym, and just really just thriving in the arena. I think also hosting the conference tournament was a huge thing for us. I mean, we haven't hosted it, and I think since my senior year of high school, so before Ireland and I were even here. So being able to have that environment, have that be my last senior home game was just something so special for Ireland and I.
Madi, she talked about belief in the team. How much are you believing in what you're seeing from this team right now?
We're doing so good. I'm just so happy to be here. And yesterday was nervous. We were all nerves, and we showed that a little bit. I showed that a little bit. But today we just calmed down and we believe in ourselves. I believe in myself. Cate does. We are just thriving on each other.
The block wasn't as prominent as we saw 16 blocks yesterday, but the serving, the offense, this is a sign of a team that can beat you in many different ways.
Mm-hmm.
So talk about that and be able to not just be one-dimensional. The serving can be great as well as the offense.
Yeah, I mean, the serving pass game is huge for us. I mean, it's a make or break, like Coach says all the time. And hitting is just, it's another thing, obviously, but the serving pass game is huge. And without it, it's going to be hard to win a match.
Coach mentioned it yesterday, it's just a game, right? Talk about the nerves, calm you down. How do you roll that into tomorrow for a championship run?
Just keep going. I mean, with what we have now and what we're feeling right now is huge, and we're going to carry that on for the next match, and we're going to do great things.
Cate, Madi, with the 325 hitting percentage today, it just seemed like everything that Gabby and Madi were setting up for y'all was just landing. So just talk about, as attackers, what it's like for y'all whenever it seems like y'all kind of reach that flow state with your setters where it's just they're putting the ball in the right place and it's just you're able to execute.
I know for me, it kind of starts out in warm-ups. If I feel like I'm having a good warm-up, if I feel like they're trusting me and stuff, and I feel like as a middle, like you almost make eye contact with your setter and you know they're going to set you that serve receive ball, like you know they're going to get you that transition ball. And I felt that there was a lot of opportunities, especially in the second and third set. I'd say the first set, the other middles were kind of on us and stuff. And so I kind of looked at Gabby and Madison and I said, hey, like right now, I don't think it's the best opportunity to set me, but what I can do is I can get splits for everyone else. And I remember there was this one play where Madison got this massive split for Madi and she got this amazing kill. And I was like, okay, we got it. Like when we're able to get those splits on our outside, get those kills, that's almost like the flow state we reach. Once we start getting multiple of those, I'm like, okay, now I can go up and get some swings and Demi and Rayleigh and stuff. I think that really puts us together when we get those splits.
I completely agree. I mean, the splits, I mean, Cate is just amazing. She creates everything for this team. She does amazing things. But it's just a confidence booster. Whenever we get those sets, whenever we get those kills, confidence. And we all believe in each other. We trust each other to make that happen. So, yeah.
And Coach, kind of towards the end there in the third set, Hannah Spencer had a dig that converted into a kill. Just talk about the reaction was huge from the bench.
Yeah.
You would have thought we won the championship.
Well, it's funny because in the third set, she dug, I think, 3 or 4 balls, like a couple of them in one rally, and she dug the one and it went over, and I was looking and trying to gauge the angle, doing all these calculations as the ball was going, and it was going in. I was so excited. The bench lost their minds. It was pretty awesome. That's when it's going right, it's going right, and I was happy for her. The girls were happy for her. And I want to touch on something you asked a second ago about blocking. We only blocked a couple balls, but we dug almost 60 balls in a 3-set match. So if we're not blocking it, we better be digging it. And we were, we gave ourselves really nice looks, and so I'm really pleased with that. Like they're complementary. If you're blocking a lot of balls, you don't dig a ton of balls. If you're not blocking a lot of balls, you better be digging a lot of balls. So it was a fun environment. We have a lot of parents and people here to kind of watch us play and follow us around. I love that. But they were awesome, And but we got one more. We'll see who we get to play. But we're gonna get some food, take care of our bodies, and it's always about the food. If I'm your coach, it's about the food. But yeah, we'll be ready for whoever we play tomorrow. I'm excited about it.